So, good morning and welcome to Unity of Nashville. I'm Reverend Denise Shergan. If you don't know who I am, I'm your senior minister. I think most of us are home folks today. And we are in part 2 of what we started last week. If you were here last week, we talked about the 5 fallacies about God. And I'll review a little bit of that in a few moments. Today we're going to talk about the 5 fallacies about life. Is anybody else in here other than me at times gone, what is this all about? And why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? And is there anything I am supposed to be doing? So we're going to discuss all that today. Judy and I are very excited for our special music guest today. She is somebody we met years and years. We were trying to figure out how many years ago that was. When we used to go to Unity Ministers conferences, and the music ministers would come and do some music, and ministers would share information with each other. And actually, the church that you were with, Judy and I shared a song, and your minister, who unfortunately is no longer in the physical body, Sydney McGill Lindquist, I think, played cello with us when we did our performance. We just adored her. But you're going to be blessed today by Jennifer Farron. Yes. And so now let's just begin with an opening prayer treatment by Reverend Gregory Fisher.
Good morning, Unity of Nashville. Aren't you bright, shining stars? Let's take a deep breath. A centering breath, a breath to align us, to attune us to ourself and that place in us where the holy, holy abides. O God of the stars, the sun, and the moon, O God of the wind and the sea. Though you're everywhere, how amazing it is that you live right here in me. The uncharted craters of planets beyond you know like the palm of your hand, and yet you're concerned with my little world. Help me to understand. I know that miracles happen to people like me the moment we dare to believe. For we are the object of God's mighty love, love greater than our human minds can conceive. The stars could collide, the sun could go dim, the whole universe pass away. But nothing could change the promise you made that you in my heart would stay. And so it is.
Good morning, everyone. I have to stand up so I can see everybody over on that side because I'm so short. Hello, everyone. Well, we come to church and we come to our spiritual centers and we go online and we read our books to be filled up. We need to replenish. We need to renew. And what's even better than renewing individually is when we can all come together and connect and renew together. That makes it even that much more fun, right? So I was in a nostalgic mood a couple of months ago. Gosh, it says I wrote this in 2024. And I was just thinking, man, I am on the road all the time. Like literally, I'm on the road driving all the time. And I thought, I have to stop and refill my car. And I have to remember to stop and refuel my mind too. and refuel my consciousness and charge it up as well. So this is what I came up with. I fill myself with strength when I am low. I gently tap my brakes and visualize where I am going. I fill myself with confidence and grace, 'cause I have the skills I need inside to keep on flowing. When I'm on empty, that's the time to replenish what is mine. Oh, that is sacred and divine. I fill myself right up with all the awesomeness the world can offer. I'll take that high test stuff. Come on and fill her up. I fill myself with truth when times get tough. I'll have exactly what I need, exactly when I need it. And when I feel I'm running out of fuel, I'll fill myself with love, because I know that's when I need it. When I'm on empty, that's the time to replenish what is mine. Oh, that is sacred and divine. I fill myself right up with all the awesomeness the world can offer. I take that high test stuff. Come on and fill her up. You may just see me out there cruising down my road. Don't worry about me, 'cause I'm filled with faith and hope. I fill myself right up with all the awesomeness the world can offer. I'll take that high test stuff. Come on and fill her up. Come on and fill her up. Come on and fill her up.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Lovely. Good morning, everyone here in the sanctuary and those of you joining us online. My name is Stacy Fisher. I'm one of your trustees here with your announcements. First, I want to represent the board and Reverend Denise. We want to acknowledge Neil and Haley Ebanks for the support that they provide us doing the audio-visual every service. And I also am reminding myself and all of us that they're on task right before service, and so to refrain from interrupting if you don't need something like the clicker. Rev D can do that. But they're on task and getting us running on time and getting this out to those of you online. So again, Unity of Nashville is really blessed to have both of you, Neil and Haley. So thank you. Next, I want to invite our board treasurer up, Frank Grant, and he's going to give us an update on the Finance Committee.
I love that enthusiasm for Finance Committee. Thank you all very much. It's really an update overall about what's going on. One thing I want to say is we had talked about last year about Give to Grow, and this is an early kind of preview. We're going to have Give to Grow 2, but that's going to start in September because we've got to get all the pledges in so that we can put the budget together and get it to the board, voted on in November, and be live in January. So you should have gotten your letters for those who pledged. You should have gotten them this last week, and we'd want you to check to make sure we're on task and have recorded all your giving. I know, Stacy, we've always had issues with you, and I hope we got those right this time, too. If you didn't get a letter, you say, well, Frank, I thought I had pledged, too. Well, what may have happened is you may not have gotten the pledge card to us, so we may not have recorded it. But if you'd like a counting of where you stand, please let me know, and we'll get that to you as well. So I just wanted to thank you all very much, and let you know, probably, I think it's the 20th of September, we're going to kick off the Good to Grow, Give to Grow 2 program. So that's easy for me to say. But thank you all very much, and I look forward to a great end of the year, and thank you for all your support.
All right. Next, I want to let everyone know there is still an opportunity to volunteer with hospitality. This particular request is for 1 or 2 folks that can stay after for part of the cleanup team that exists, but we are looking for 1 or 2 individuals. Please see Trey McDonald in Fillmore Hall after service for more information, but this is a commitment of time staying after that could be an hour or 2, depending on how elaborate our spread is that day. So if you'd like to be part of that team, please see Trey. I want to remind everyone, and this is also in your bulletin, that Unity World Day of Prayer will be observed on Thursday, September 10th at 6:30, and we'll meet in the meditation room, followed by a candlelit walk on the labyrinth. And so please join us for the Walk of Peace as One on September 10th. Next, I want to call your attention again to the insert in your bulletin about the Reiki workshop, and this will be on September 5th from 9 to 1, and you will want to register with Marcia Lewis, and her email is provided on the insert. And this will be a wonderful workshop to learn more about Reiki, and at the end, experience some of the techniques. So please register and join us on Saturday, September 5th. Finally, we will continue Friday meditation. We are still discussing the I Am discourses, and it is, as I say every week, it's just a really uplifting, inspiring time to really practice bringing light to the world. So I invite you to join us on Fridays. And with that, it is time to get up and say hello to your neighbors and friends. Please stand and spread joy.
Well, I didn't want you to get all quiet and sit down. I want you to stand up and dance on this one, if you feel moved to do so. You put your hands together, don't be afraid to clap along. It's my husband pretending like he's Eric Clapton. Why look behind? Why look ahead? Let's live in this now moment instead. Why look above? Why look below? Let's live in this now moment. Let's go. Why look without? Just look within. Let's live in this now moment. Every second there's a choice we're making on this path we're taking. There's no mistaking it. First we think and then we do. Then our thoughts become our truth. Watch it, baby. It's all on you. Why look behind? Why look ahead? Let's live in this now moment instead. Why look above? Why look below? Let's live in this now moment. Let's go. Why look without? Just look within. Let's live in this now moment. Why you living in the way far out? It's full of fear and doubt. What's that all about? Why you living in your bygones, thinking about what went wrong? That's all long gone. Let's move on. Why look behind? Why look ahead? Let's live in this now moment instead. Why look above? Why look below? Let's live in this now moment. Let's go. Why look without? Just look within. Let's live in this now moment. Open up your inner eyes and take a look at what's around you. You just might be surprised at all the miracles around you. You'll come to realize there's so much left that still astounds you. And then you'll grow because you know, baby, you know better. Ooh. There's a blessing wrapped in every minute, and we can begin it again and again and again. What is it that makes our life worth living? Attention given when we learn right now. So friend, why look behind? Why look ahead? Let's live in this now moment instead. Why look above? Why look below? Let's live in this now moment. Let's go. Why look without? Just look within. Let's live in this now moment. Thank you.
Good morning, Unity of Nashville. My name is Norma Smoley, and I'm your chaplain for today. And I want to give you a sacred reading to think about. The more I trust, the clearer my inner guidance becomes. Like a small flame that never goes out, the illumination of spirit within me guides my every step. This inner beacon may not light my entire path, but it does show me my next steps. And as I follow each nudge from within, I believe each next action will be revealed. This steady flow of guidance helps me release the need to have all the answers or control over all the outcomes. Releasing doubt, fear, and worry keeps me rooted in oneness, trusting that God is ever present. The more I remember the truth, the more the light of guidance brightens. I open myself to the wisdom that already exists within me, and the light of clarity shines through.
So if you'll join me in singing our meditation song. I am in God. God is in me. My life is God expressing. I am in God. God is in me. All that I am flows to and from God. Just breathe and feel the way the seat is supporting you. And be in this now moment. There's no need to look behind. And there's no need to look ahead. There's only this now moment. And acknowledging that the living, loving presence of God is one with each of us. And in this now moment, we are the expression of God. I am in God, and God is in me. And my life is God expressing in the silence, in the silence. I am one with my I am presence. And I am one with the I am presence of all sentient beings. And when I remember that throughout my day, I know that highest and best is always possible. Let there be peace. And I allow peace to be now. So, as I said earlier, today's lesson is about the 5 fallacies about life. But before we go into that, I want to remind you of what we talked about last week because it all kind of melds together. We talked about 5 fallacies of God, and we said that God needs something. That in itself is an interesting thing. And we said that God kind of expects us to meet those needs from a place of separation. Somebody's not breathing. But remember what you were taught years ago in some other religion, that you're separate from God, and that God needs you to be something, do something. Now, how could the very presence that created everything that we see and hear and feel need anything? Just think about that. And then 2 of the other fallacies that we talked about last week is that if I do not, as this human being, give God what God needs, then God's going to destroy me. Wow. I won't ask for a show of hands, but I know that there are many of us in here that were taught that somewhere, maybe in a Sunday school class, or in vacation Bible school, or sitting in a church pew. I was sitting in a church pew and taught that if I didn't, by a minister that was sweating and snarling and spitting and carrying on and hollering, that if I didn't do what I was supposed to do, God was going to send me to hell and I was going to burn forever. And I was scared to death. Scared. And so we learned last week, we had conversations about that's not true. And I still feel some people going, really? Can I really believe something bigger? Can I really open up my consciousness to know that that is not God? That's some human being's idea that they tried to share with us, that this is who God is. But they've also done the same thing about life. So if you look at this quote is by Emily Cady. Some of you that are Unity students have read her book, Lessons in Truth. It's actually the very first Unity book I ever read. And I was reading through it, and I saw the sentence, "There is no evil." And I closed the book and threw it across the floor and went, that can't be true. So, look at what she says about God and life. God is not a person or being having life, intelligence, love, power. God is that invisible, intangible, but very real something we call what? You ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about the life that you're living is God? The life that everyone else that's living in here is God. The life that everyone out there in the world is living is God, because they are the very expression of God. So let's hang on for a minute. I've used this many times since I've been here, because this scripture means probably more to me than many of the scriptures in the Bible. And I know some of you have put the Bible up and thrown it away, but Unity says that the Bible is our textbook. And so as long as I'm a Unity minister, I'm going to use the Bible. Jesus said, I came that you may have what? And have it more. Now, the confusion that I had when I first really started delving into that was I thought that means the abundance of all good things. Doesn't that sound good? Yes. Depending on what you believe about life, you may have an abundance of fertilizer instead of flowers. You understand that? It depends on what you believe about life and what your thoughts might be creating. So what is an abundant life? And how do I choose to live an abundant life? And what was he even talking about? Well, life, you remember Jesus did not speak English. I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings. He spoke Aramaic, okay? And the word life in Aramaic is che or hey. There's the Aramaic symbols. And it means an interconnected breathing experience of body, mind, and spirit. I want you to listen to that again. An interconnected breathing experience of body, mind, and spirit. That's why he said he came to the earth, to help people have that. An interconnected experience of their physical body and their mind and their souls. Wow. How are we doing? How did he do? Somebody just flinched. Yeah. The politics of the day, a lot of the people of the day never really understood that. And so he actually was persecuted and killed, supposedly. That's a whole nother class, a whole nother day. Just breathe through that. So life is one of the Unity 12 powers. And life is the ability to energize, vitalize, and animate ourselves. That's Charles Fillmore's definition. The ability to energize myself, to vitalize myself, and to animate myself out in the world. And what does that look like? What would that be like? The power of life is a spiritual awakening. It's a remembering of who and what I am, you are, we are. So, I have a question that's not going to come up there, but I think you can remember this for you all to talk about. And the question basically is what is an abundant life to me? What does that mean? And am I choosing to live it? Talk. So pull back together for a moment. Some of you may have struggled last week with the 5 fallacies about God. I can promise you somebody's going to struggle with these, probably more. Because I did when I first heard about them, and the first time I heard about them was probably 20 years ago from Neil, and I was like, is this really true? So remember my box from last week, if you were here? We all have a box that we live in, I know some of you go, no, I'm just free, I'm just floating around out here. Well, until somebody crosses you, right? And then you go, well, let's annihilate him or her, but right. But we have a box of all of our beliefs. And we keep them sort of nice and neat. Mine are not nice and neat at this point in time. I've pulled them all out and looked at all of them. And in fact, when I went to ministerial school, I decided the best way to go through it is let go of all of my beliefs and start over again. And that's what I did, because I shared with somebody who was asking me, I couldn't pull that thread and this one and let that out and then try to put something else in. I just had to go, I don't believe nothing. Just let's start again. But you got all this full inside of you with beliefs. And somebody like me or somebody else, a teacher, may give you a new belief to put in there. And you may go, right? So just pay attention to yourself today as we go through these and see what comes up. I want to remind you again, some of you have been through my new member classes. You don't have to 100% believe everything that I tell you we believe. This is a process. That's why we talk to each other. You may talk to somebody one week that believes one thing, and you may talk to somebody another week that believes something totally different, and it's all good. Because we're all on a journey. We're all going to get there. We may not get there in the same way, but we're all going to get there. So the 5 fallacies about life, just look at those as they come up, and we're going to talk about them for a minute. You see anything that you go, yep, people do believe that, whether you say you believe it or not, that human beings are separate from each other, that there's not enough of what us human beings need for everybody to be happy. I just felt somebody go, we must compete with each other to get what we need. Breathe. Some humans are better than others. It is appropriate to resolve our differences by killing or destroying others. Everybody just breathe. You see in any of that belief out in our world? And we teach something totally different than that, and sometimes we even forget. So, I had this slide in there last week. How do we become one with this presence? And how do we become one with everybody else? Do you notice that at the person's behind, there's roots going down in the ground? So she's one with the earth and everything on the earth, and one with the heavens and the sky and everything that is there. And if she spread her arms out, she'd be one with everything around. And how do we get there? That's the question. So this is part of what I want you to be talking about in a moment with someone. As soon as you are born, you are given a name, a religion, a nationality, and a race. You spend the rest of your life defending a fictional identity. I want you to hear that again and read it while you're hearing it. As soon as you are born, you're given a name, a religion, a nationality, and a race, and you spend the rest of your life defending a fictional identity. So, think about the process of being one. And after you have seen this, what comes up for you? Go. So pause for a minute, but don't complete what you're talking about yet. Because one of the fallacies of life is that we have to compete with each other to get all the goodness. The feeling of competition or shortage or limitation of resources means that you're out of alignment with your own desires. You may have never heard that before. That if I'm in alignment with my I am presence and I know what I'm here to do and be, I don't have to compete with anybody. When I feel like I have to compete with somebody, it's when maybe I need to check in with my I am presence. Now, the process of competition is widespread in our world. I, for one, believe eventually it will disappear. Maybe not in my lifetime. And some of you that are big football fans are going, oh, dear God, no. Right? But think about what competition sets up. I want to use my friend Michael King for a minute with this, and he's probably going to shoot me later, but anyway. He doesn't compete with anybody at Monell's. He just does what is the best thing to do, and he has brought Southern cooking to Nashville in a way that nobody else does. That was his to do. He didn't have to run out and try to compete with other restaurants or see what kind of chicken those people have and what kind of chicken those. He just does what he does, and it's extremely successful. We can all be that way if we're in alignment with what we're here to be and do. So finish your conversation. So let's pull back together now. And these are conversations that you cannot probably complete today. They are conversations to be had on and on and on, because what's happening here in this community is we're having a spiritual awakening. Are you aware of that? Some of you are going, huh? And so what does that really mean? It's not about becoming someone new. It's seeing through the what? The conditioning the world has done by telling you what you have to be, And it's facing the what? Ooh, anybody have any wounds because the world told you what you're supposed to be and you didn't show up that way? Yeah? And removing the what? Oh, we all have them. We all have them. Depends on where you go and what group of people you walk into that, oh, I need to be nice today because I'm at church. Right? Yeah, I know. And I may not say shit and damn and hell today because I'm at church. And what might they think? Now that the minister has said it, maybe you have more permission to say whatever feels right for you, but we all have masks that we put on. And we dress a certain way for those places. Yes. Yeah, we do. You're right, darling. We do. So, and remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? So I have an affirmation for all of us to use. I'm going to read it once, and then I'm going to ask you to read it with me. Life, I am listening. Life, I am available. Life, move through me. Take what I am, take what I know, take what I love, and show me how I may serve. Can you read that with me? Life, I am listening. Life, I am available. Life, move through me. Take what I am, take what I know, take what I love, and show me how it may serve. Namaste.
Reverend Denise wanted me to save this song for the last song. Judy's over there saying, now you know why she wanted that song at the end. This is a sing-along. The chorus is very easy, and you'll even have the words right behind me here. It goes like this. Everyone around this world and all across the universe are one. We are one. Can you do that? Everyone around this world and all across the universe are one. We are one. Very good. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. When we put our hearts together, there's nothing we can't do. I'm a part of you, and you're a part of me, and together we can all work together, create a little harmony. Sing it with me. 'Cause everyone around this world and all across the universe are one. We are one. Everyone around this world and all across the universe are one. We are one. I'm a part of you, and you're a part of me. And when we put our differences aside, there's nothing we can't be. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. And together we can all work together and help each other make it through. 'Cause everyone around this room and all across the universe are one. We are one. Everyone around this world and all across the universe And every time we work in unison, the transformation has begun. And every time that we are conscious, a whole new world's gonna open up for me and for you. Sing it with me. Everyone around this world and all across the universe are one. We are one. Everyone around this world and all across the universe are one. We are one. And every time we work in unison, the transformation has begun. And every time that we are conscious, a whole new world will open up for me and then for you. Let me hear you sing it. Everyone around this world, all across the universe are one. We are one. Everyone around this world, all across the universe are one. Go up on this one. We are one. Well done. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer, very much. So now it's time to give back to this place that we have been blessed, and I ask for you to hold your tithes and offerings in your hand and say the offering blessing together with me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And then join me in singing our gratitude song. I give my hands in service. I open my heart to love. For when I count my blessings, they outnumber the stars above. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. You are with me, come what may. And in gratitude, I give to you the best of me today. The best of me today. So open my hands and my hearts and my mind to receive this good we know that has been given from that place of love. And it will move into and through this ministry as the energy of divine love and back out into the universe to bless all those that receive. We know that as we give, so shall we receive, and those blessings are heaped up, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, for that's the law, and so it is. Amen. Stand and join us in singing the peace song and praying out.